Welcome everybody to my video. In this video, I will be talking about the Nintendo Switch 5 years later. Oh my God, are you guys excited or what? So what's going to happen in this video, I'm going to separate the Nintendo Switch review into 5 parts or 5 sections. The first part is going to be the buying guide, which one's right for you. The second part will be accessories. The third part will be Nintendo Switch Online. And the fourth part is showing off my game collection and what games should you pick up once you get your Switch in your hands. I know I haven't done a YouTube video in a long time. I have a full-time job and I have a second job, so that leaves me one day to relax, but I've been taking some time off on my other job, so that's why I have time to do this video. Then I kind of got out of gaming for a while, and then now I'm kind of getting back into gaming, so I want to get back into content creation again. So I think this will be the good place to start with my main channel. So sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy, whip that dick out. I mean, don't whip that dick out, do whatever you want. And yeah, let's go on to the first part. Okay, here, let's start on the buying guide. What is the perfect model for you guys to get? There's 3 models of the Switch. There used to be 4. The first model, that's pretty much hackable. And if you want to jailbreak your console, you might want to search for that one. That one came out in 2017, but at that point, you're gonna have to go on eBay and find out which ones are hackable. So if you're looking for that one's gonna be a little bit hard to find. But if you don't care about any of that stuff, you just want to play games, have fun, don't worry about jailbreaking, don't worry about getting your accounts banned or anything, there's 3 main models to look out for. So you got the LCD model, the OLED model, and the light model. I have 2 models here. This is my this is my LCD model right here. This is the special edition Super Mario edition. It's pretty much like a normal Nintendo Switch, but red with red Joy-Cons, and yeah, pretty much is what's been on sale for the past 5 years, but red. So if you were in the market for the Switch at that time back in 2021 and you saw that at like Amazon or Best Buy and you got it, that's cool, but now it's going to be a little bit harder to find. It's been going on sale on eBay for about $400, or I've seen it on sale for $250 just for the tablet. So if you were able to find one of those brand new for $300, that's great. Another model that I have is the OLED model. And you're probably wondering, gee, why do you have 2 models? Why do you have an OLED and a non-OLED model? Well, here's the thing. The non-OLED model, the normal LCD Switch, the screen is too small for me. I felt really uncomfortable playing on the LCD's model Switch in handheld mode, so I always kept it dock. But on the OLED model Switch, I'm not afraid to play it in handheld mode as much as I am with the LCD model. Because if you look, you guys probably won't notice it. The screen is a little bigger, and I also like it because the screen is lighter. Like, well, I mean, not lighter, but brighter. It has a brighter, and the blacks are more black, and the whites are more white. So it looks like you're playing on a modern cell phone than anything. Gotta get, oh, well, try to get all my fingerprints off, but whatever. I'll deal with that later. Um, the LED model. I mean, the OLED model has 64 gigabytes of storage instead of 32 gigabytes of storage, and it has an Ethernet port built in. The LCD model has 32 gigabytes of storage, no Ethernet port built in. So, and the dock has a feature where you can upgrade the firmware, and it also has more USB ports in it. So keep that in mind. And the dock is a little bigger, and it's easier to install stuff like, you know, your HDMI cables and your charger cable into the dock. So, and the white on the black actually looks pretty cool. I can't say the same thing for my PlayStation 5 though. Now, in the next part, we're going to talk about the accessories of the Switch. In this part of the video, I'm going to show you what accessories that I recommend to start with, because I don't recommend going overboard with accessories that you're planning on not using. So the main two accessories that I use when I use the console mainly, the most important one is the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. The only reason why I recommend using the Pro controller, because I do not recommend using the Joy-Cons, because the Joy-Cons are prone to Joy-Con drift, and for me the Joy-Cons are too small for my hands, so I tend to get uncomfortable with the Joy-Cons. And another accessory that I love using is the Nintendo 64 controller when it comes to playing N64 controllers. Wow, I'm an idiot. I love using the N64 controller when it comes to playing N64 games. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. There are other accessories out there. There's a whole store of accessories on the Nintendo Online store. You have the regular Nintendo controller, Super Nintendo controller, and that's where you also buy the N64 controller and a Sega Genesis controller. The Pro controller, however, is good enough for me to play any Super Nintendo game on and a regular Nintendo game on. So I personally don't use those controllers for Super Nintendo games and regular Nintendo games, because it's just an extra $30 for me to spend that I probably not going to use a controller for. If I want to use an actual Super Nintendo controller, I'll probably play my Super Nintendo Classic that I have way more games on. Now, there are other controllers out there or other accessories out there like gaming grips and other companies that do really good jobs of manufacturing retro controllers. You know, you got the 8-Bit Do, and you got other brands that make the controllers, but the most popular one that I keep hearing about is 8-Bit Do. I personally don't have any of those accessories, so use your own judgment on those. But they're highly recommended by other YouTubers. As far as gaming grip, I heard Satisfy gaming grips are really good if you want to play in handheld mode. Keep it in mind. There are two gaming grips. Ones, actually, there's probably three of them, but I know of two. You got one for the LCD model Switch, and you have one for the OLED model Switch. Don't try putting a OLED model Switch gaming grip into a LCD model gaming grip, because you're gonna be in a world of hurt when you try to getting them out. So just recommend you buying one for the model Switch you have. And the next section, I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch Online service. Now we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch Online services. So there are two different family plans out there, or regular plans out there, depending on your situation. So you got the Nintendo Switch Online, then you have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. So the prices on the single plans, which is that includes only one person, $20 a year, and the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion plan pack, it is $50 a year. Now, if you want to do family plans, the family plan of the Nintendo Switch Online, it is $34.99. Or if you want to do the family plan of the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, that will be $79.99. So the online services you'll be getting with the single, I mean, just a normal normal plan, the $20 year one, will have the Nintendo games and the Super Nintendo games and the ability to play online. And I forgot to mention in the accessories part of the video, you can only buy those controllers if you're an active member of the Nintendo Switch Online service. Now, the expansion pack comes with the additional content like the Nintendo 64 games and the Sega Genesis games. You'll also be getting the Super Nintendo and the regular Nintendo games as well. And another thing, a couple of other things that you'll be getting are the Animal Crossing DLC and the upcoming Mario Kart 8 DLC packs that were announced at the last Nintendo Switch Direct. So, as far as the services go, the services is a little pricey because they do not compare to the services like PlayStation Plus or Game Pass Ultimate. Mainly Game Pass Ultimate is a better service because you get to play online, then you get to have instant library of over 100 games that keep switching in and out. And another thing that really hurts the service mainly is the ability not to chat on the Nintendo Switch itself. You have to have a app on the phone, and the online is not as great. This is not that great as well. So you're paying for an inferior service to compared to Xbox and PlayStation. So just keep that in mind if you want to play online. So now next to the next part of the video mainly is going to talk about what games you should start playing when you first get your Switch. In this part of the video, I'm going to be talking about the games that I have and what games to actually start off collecting. So I also have a bunch of digital games as well. So I will be showing you guys my digital game collection, or just be talking about what digital games I have lastly. So we're going to get started. Everything fell off my desk, so everything's out of order. So let's get started. The Ninja Gaiden HD collection. This is the Ninja Gaiden Sigma series. And plus, this one also has Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. I wish they actually gave me Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 instead of the Sigma series, because Sigma 2 is censored. They took out the blood. They took out a lot of blood in Sigma 2. I don't think Sigma 1 is censored, so I think you guys would be good with Sigma 1. Don't recommend starting with that game, mainly because you have to import it, so it is a little bit more expensive, and it's not something you want to give to like a child or a family member or something like that. But if you're want to get into hardcore collecting for the Switch, then I recommend it. But if it's something you're just gonna wanna play, just get it digitally. Um, Mario Party Superstar. This is one of the games that I recommend having in your library because who doesn't love Mario Party? And this one has fully online capabilities. Super Mario Party did not have online. However, the latest patch of Super Mario Party did include online for Mario Party. So that was like a beta test for Super Mario Party. Mario Party Superstars. This is pretty much like a collection of the boards that are in Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, and has like the best 150 mini games of classic Mario Party. So no new content. It's just like like Mario Party favorites. So this one right here, the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl double collection. Good luck trying to find this new normal price. This is a limited edition double pack that includes both games and has a voucher code of 200 Pokeballs for each game. I recommend getting this if you have more than one Nintendo Switch and want to share the games with like a significant other, or you're planning on beating two games and trading Pokemon through two different Nintendo Switch consoles. That's what I did because I have two Nintendo Switches. I have all the starter Pokemons, and I could always restart and get a bunch of Mews. So, and I forgot the other legendary Pokemon that you can get. Pokemon Sword. I do not have a Shield. This is the Gen 8 Pokemon. If I were to recommend what Pokemon game to start out with, my personal opinion would probably be Diamond and Pearl, because I haven't beaten Sword. So that tells you something right there. If you're a big Pokemon fan, just get them all. Except for Let's Go. Even though I have Let's Go, I don't recommend it. The latest Pokemon game, Legend of Arceus or Arceus, depending on how you want to say it, came out this year. Recommend having this in your library. It's like the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild of Pokemon mixed with Monster Hunter. Recommend this game a lot. Probably one of the top 10 games this year so far. And if you're going to have two different Pokemon games in your library, for me personally, it would be Diamond and Pearl, and Legend of Arceus. I don't recommend having Sword or Shield in your library to start out with. If you want to explore more Pokemon games after you finish those two games, then I recommend Shield and Sword. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, launch game of the Switch. If you're into Legend of Zelda, I recommend having this in your library. You're going to love it or hate it, depending how much you like open world games. But I recommend it because it's always nice to have a Legend of Zelda game in your library, and you never know. You just never know. Mario Party, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Now, this is one of the Wii U games that came over to Nintendo Switch. This game is fun as hell, and it also includes a new mini game or side game called Bowser's Fury. Think of Bowser's Fury like an open world Mario game in the same the same style as Mario 3D World. You get the same power-ups, you get the same characters, but it's more open. You get crowns to open up more sections of the map. Then Bowser will randomly appear I'm talking not just normal browser, but giant browser, and he'll just be there to wreck your day. So I think that's where Mario is going to be going, and that was like a demo or a tech demo of what Mario is going to become in the near future. So recommend picking it up, mainly for 3D Mario World. And if you want to try out newer Mario, then try out Bowser's Fury. And you can't go wrong with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is the latest addition to the Smash Bros. Family. This has all the characters that were in previous Smash Bros. So any Switch owner should have Smash Brothers, unless you're not feeling Smash Brothers at all, unless you did not like playing Smash Bros. At all, then I understand. But if you do like fighting games and did like Smash Bros. In the past, then pick it up. They have 2 DLC packs. One of them comes with Joker, not from Batman, but the one from Persona 5. And the other DLC pack comes with Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3. Then the main game comes with Cloud. Then one of the DLC packs has Sathiroth in it, so you can have Cloud versus Sathiroth. Whatever. My mouth is getting dry, so definitely recommend it. I gotta go back and play it myself, because I want to get all the characters. It's funny because it has over 78 characters. I mean, it has over 70 characters, but it comes like it has like only 6 or 8 characters unlocked. You have to unlock so much content in that game. That game will keep you busy. Okay, we have Super Mario Maker 2. This is pretty much one of the best 2D Mario games that people can make their own levels in. The franchise first started on the Wii U. You use the gamepad to make a level, then you have the levels on the TV. So that was a concern when it came to the Switch. They added a new form, a 3D form. They had the 2D version of 3D World on there. So you get like Cat Mario and other stuff on there as well. This one actually has a 100 level campaign on there, so you're not just looking for levels to play. You could play that, and it is also heavily online based. So I recommend having an online connection so you can actually look for other people's levels. If you're into remakes, I recommend Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This is the remake of the the Nintendo Wii version of Skyward Sword. It does have a lot of motion controls, but you could turn most of it off. So if you're into classic 3D Zelda, here's your answer. If you're not really big into the other game that I had on my list, Breath of the Wild. So there's another Zelda game on the Switch that I don't have, so I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, probably one of the most popular games on the Nintendo Switch right here. Sold over 40 million. We got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It pretty much, like, the majority of people who buy Switches buy this game. That's why they're gonna have 6 DLC packs with 8 courses on them, with like old classic Mario Kart tracks next month. So that's gonna be really cool. If you're into Mario Kart, you're gonna buy this game, hands down. And they also have bundle packs that come with Mario Kart. So if you're if you're looking for the Nintendo Switch and you could find a Mario Kart bundle, there you go. You have a game with you already. If you're into collecting imports and collecting games, can't forget about I Am Setsuna. This game came out around the time the Nintendo Switch came out. The cool thing about this import, it is in English, so you don't have to worry about reading Japanese. And it is a physical copy of the game. So that's actually cool. And lastly, Bayonetta 2. Obviously, the sequel to Bayonetta 1. Now, I don't know if newer copies include Bayonetta 1. If you find a newer copy of Bayonetta 2, let me know if it still comes with Bayonetta 1, because that'd be really cool. Bayonetta 1 is not on a cartridge. It is actually a download code. See right here. Here's the download code. Already claimed it, so you guys can't claim it yourself. Now, some of the digital games that I do have, Sonic Mania. That's actually really cool. That's a fun game. And I also have Stardew Valley. That's a fun game to play on the Switch. Super Mario U2, I think that's what it's called. U Deluxe, Super Mario U Deluxe. That is the 2D Mario game that was on the Wii U. If you have a kid that does not want to make their own levels, that just want to have a classic Mario game to play, I recommend that one over Super Mario Maker 2. Now, if you're a little older and you want to dabble into something more challenging, that's when I recommend Super Mario Maker 2. But if you just want 2D Mario, don't care about levels, then go with Super Mario U2 or Super Mario, New Super Mario Brothers U. I think that's what the name is actually called. Now, there are other smaller games that I have, like Minecraft, and that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of games for the Switch, to be honest with you. The Nintendo Switch is my third system that I play. My first system that I play is the PlayStation 5. The second is my Series X. And the third is my Wii. I mean, not my Wii. What the fuck? My Nintendo Switch. Mainly because it's not as powerful as the newer gen consoles. I prefer something more powerful. Now, when it comes to exclusives, I will play Nintendo exclusives all day. But if I had the choice of, let's just say, Doom, I'd rather play it on a PC or PlayStation. Just stuff like that. I know you can take Doom handheld, The Witcher 3 handheld, and that's what a lot of people like to do. But that's not me. So if you like a home console that could be taken handheld, I recommend the Nintendo Switch. However, I don't go places all the time. So I keep my Switch docked all the time. If I'm laying in bed, want to play some Smash Brothers, then that's when I play handheld. Or if I go on vacation, rarely go on vacation, that's when I take my Switch. That's why I don't even have a gaming grip, because I don't even use my Switch handheld all the time. So, do I recommend a Switch? Yes. Do I recommend a Switch as your main console? No, because there are far better games on other consoles than the Switch. If you love Nintendo games and only want to play Nintendo games, then there you go. Then Nintendo Switch is gonna be your main console. Now, if you guys want more of these videos, please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my main channel, GMillion, and feel free to leave a comment. And I am finally back, baby girl. I don't even know why I blew you a kiss, but there you go. See ya.